Hello friends, welcome to the Azure DevOps tutorial series. In this tutorial, we will see how we create backlog or work item in Azure board with the CMMI process. And apart from this, we will see like how the sprint or we can say iteration look like in CMMI process board. So all these things we have seen. In the previous tutorial, we have seen like how we create work like Azure board with CMMI process, and we have seen in the last tutorial like what all are the different type of the work item is available for CMMI process. And like we know like the difference between different type of process is only the work item and the workflow, like how work item look like here, what new work item is added, and how the workflow works for the different type of process. That is the only main difference between all the process. So let's start with the CMMI process Azure board. So basically this was the board and the project which we created in the last tutorial, and the board is look like this. In the Agile the board was different, and in in CMMI the workflow and what we can say the board is look like this. And how the workflow works here, like if there is any new item that comes in the proposed, then it goes to the active if developer start working. Once a developer done with the code and changes, then it go to the resolve. From the resolve, tester pick the particular task and move it into the close column. So this is the workflow with the CMMI. And like when we go for the backlog, so currently this backlog is basically empty because we didn't create any new work item. And this in the right corner side we have the planning tab. Here we have different type of the iteration which we can see like it is start from the iteration 0, 1 and the 2. So let's start creating work item. So basically in this CMMI we can see here like we have feature and the requirements. If we want to add more option, then we have seen in the previous tutorials like we have to go to the setting, and under this backlog we can see like epics we can select, and like how many days like working days. So based on that we can select from here. If we are working with the bugs, then we can manage from here. So let's save and close. So once we save and close, we can see here we can see for the epics also. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new requirement backlog. So I click here, and what I can give the requirement. And basically like once I give any requirement, it asks for the what kind of the requirement you are looking for. It's a functional, it's a feature type, it's an interface, operational. So there are different type of the requirement is there, like what like it's a feature requirement, it's a functional, it's a interface on business objective. So there are different type of the requirement is available. So I'm going to select the functional, like based on our industry, like what kind of the requirement we are going to create, we can select based on that. So I'm going to select as a functional, and when I click on add to tab, it will create a requirement for us. And like here if I will expand this one, so like under this requirement like we can add the task, and if we want we can add the bug. And when I select on this requirement, basically it will open for us, and here we can see like we can add the tag, we can like in which column. So like as I explained, like let's close this and go to the board. And like when I go to the come to this board, we can see here like we are looking a different like this is requirement is coming into the proposed column, and this proposed column we select like active, resolve and the close. And like when I click this, what kind of the type you want to add it, based on that we can add, like if you want to add task, bug and the test. So from here also you can add it, and if I want to add, so I can add like task 1. So the task is added under this one. And if I go in the backlog basically, and if I expand this one, we can see there is a one task under this one. So it is look like in this way. And apart from this, like if you want to add the bug, we can add the bug as well. Like let's create like bug 1, and like what in which iteration you want to add, that is upon us, like how and where we want to add. And here we can see like for this CMMI process, what is the repository steps, and what is the meaning of this, like basically how the bug is reproducing what all are the steps to reproduce that bug. So those all the steps we have to give here, and like what all are the symptoms to like what it works basically, system info, and like what is the fix. If you have idea like proposed fix, then we can give that idea here. So all those things, and like we can see their result target, what is the size is basically like user story which we have seen for the agile process. So that size is indicate to that like what is the weightage of this bug, so that we can give. And there are so many things there are different type of things we can give here, and like an other tab like link tab, attachment tab, and history. So all these things are there. So let's save it and close. So we can see like for this iteration 0, they are one requirement, they are one task, and they are one bug. So all these things are there. And apart from this, if you want to add any feature, so let's add one feature to here. So I have selected feature and new work item, and I will write like feature here. So once I select like feature, so under this feature, like what you want to add it, that we can do. So basically under this feature, it is asking for new requirement, like what new requirement you want to add it. So I'm going to take as a requirement to, and like to whom you want to assign, and all these things is there. Based on that, like we can give save and close. And like under this feature, we can add multiple requirement. And under this requirement, like in the previous like a little bit before, we have seen under this requirement we can add the like task and the bugs which we created like in a bit before. So that is the workflow and the like work item, or we can create the backlog into the CMMI process. And you can play around all these things, like how it works and look like. And apart from this, like there are different type of the sprint. We can see like 0, 1, 2. And if I will go into the sprint, we can see all these things. And like here we can see like this is the board basically in the sprint. If you will go like what all are the proposed status still. And if you want to take any task into the active status, like someone has start working on this, then we can take it under like in active status, or like in other like. And if you want to add new item, we can add those new item here. So currently it is showing for iteration 0, and if I will select iteration 1, it will not showing anything, because for iteration 1 we didn't plan anything. Everything we planned for the iteration 0. So that is the thing. Like and if you want to move it into the inactive column and all these things, then you can move like into the active status and all these things from here, from at the board level we can do that. And go to the backlog, and like if I will click on this iteration 0, basically from this, like we have seen all these things in the previous tutorials, like how it look like, basically like how we manage all this set date, like if you want to change the name and all. So these settings, or we can say like features or properties, are same for all the like all type of this process. Like any process we select, all these things will be the similar only. Like if I will close this one and want back, then we can click here and we can get the planning tab here. And there are different type of the settings. Based on that setting, we can manage our board or backlog, like how it look like. So it is similar to that similar to like the previous process, like basic process, agile process. The difference between all different type of the process is like work item and the workflow, like how it is different from the other. There are some more work item, there's less work item, and like based on that work item, there's a different type of the workflow basically look like. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.